Good evening and welcome to another edition of Welchwear Beauty Corner, coming to you compliments Welchwear Beauty, and I'm Gail Welch, the host of the show. So glad to have you in company. We've been having some great times month after month as we've been showcasing a number of our products that we carry in store and chatting with some strategic partners who've been doing some phenomenal things as it comes to producing products or showcasing their talents. And this evening, I have with me a husband and wife duo, and you've been seeing us sharing about their products. You've been liking the products. We've been saying to you, get the products because they are super beautiful. And I'm so pleased to welcome in the corner uh, the Cumberbatches.
Hi, good evening.
Catori,
Hi, good evening.
Barbados.
Hi,
Hi, Carson. Trina.
Good
good
evening.
evening.
Welcome, welcome. I know it has been a hard time for all of us, and I know as a local business, it has been challenging for the last 16 months. But before we get into all of that, I want some of our guests or our viewers to know a little bit about you. So I'm going to ask both of you to share two things that you hold as truth that represent you individually.
Um, I love this, and what I like about it is that it brings out the best in you. So I find that if you love what you do,
Mhm.
then you enjoy it. And I do enjoy what I do when it comes to Catori's Barbados. That's
Okay,
one thing.
that's
And
one.
two, and two, I love family. And we are a very family oriented business. And when we do anything, sometimes we ask our other family members what do they think before we bring a product. So
Okay,
everybody is a part of the process. So before we bring out
nice,
to you, we do family first.
nice. Let me see how you're going to top that, Carson.
Um, Two things about myself. I always wanted to get better than I am. I want every day to be better than it was today in front.
Hmm.
And the products that I have, I want it more impactful every day. I want them to just develop always. Two, my customers, I want them to be satisfied when they leave with the Kotori's product. I want them to be satisfied. I want them to be confident in it. You know it's going to be a long-lasting product, and they want it to be comfortable with. Those are two things
Nice.
that I'm going to try.
Excellent, excellent. So, I mean, you've jumped right into talking about your product and talking about the business, but that's all right. That's okay. That's okay. So, Carson, tell us, how did you first get started doing your craft, and explain your craft for persons who have not seen our page. I don't know why they wouldn't have seen our page as yet, but for those who have not seen the page or the product, explain your craft and then tell us why and how you fell in love with it.
Um, Let me try to explain my craft. My craft is developing and growing, so it's not static. So, but in a nutshell, it is making of accessories like bags, shoes, belts, leather, or we use fabric also. So we make bags and shoes and belts and watch straps. We make all sorts of stuff that people come to ask for. But
Watch strap.
what we sell is you mostly bags,
Uh-huh.
shoes. Yeah, we try to do them in sets. Sets. As my wife keeps telling me to do. If I make a bag, try to make a shoe to go with it. To at least give the person an option to have something matching. So that's something we're really pushing now. And was this like a part of the question? Yeah.
And how did you actually get into it?
Oh,
Because, in the, well, I don't want to say in the old days, but Usually people talk about the shoemaker, and you are
Um,
much more than a shoemaker.
well, I started doing shoe repairs when years ago I got a job as a youngster, and I just learned the trade then. But when it came to making shoes, it came out of a necessity. I needed a pair of slippers, and I were trying to buy to the different stores to buy a pair, and they didn't fit. In the sense that they didn't fit the way I wanted them to fit. So I
Wow.
asked them, so I asked around, and they said, "Why don't you make a pair yourself? Being that you repair shoes, to make a pair." So that's how it started, and I made that first pair. It was of a maroon leather that I had bought like 3 months before. I had no idea what I was going to do with it, but I just had it there, and I just made that first pair. I still have that first pair today. It needs a new sole, but I have that first pair still. Yeah, so that's how it started.
I
And
just love these types of stories because people would see you and think, okay, yes, he does shoes and whatnot, but then the story behind it, you needed to satisfy a demand that you had.
mhm.
And out of that, you develop a love. In terms of learning the craft and learning the skill, how did you get to develop that?
But that came by asking a lot of questions from the craftsmen that in Barbados that I would know from doing the repairs. I asked them a lot of questions. Um, I would go on YouTube and watch videos. At that point in time, when I was watching the videos, I was totally lost, didn't know what was going on. And then I contacted the BADC,
Uh-huh.
and they took me under their wings, and um, I was able to get some books through them, and they sent me on a training stint in Colombia for a short while,
Wow.
where the what I was watching on YouTube then started to make more sense. So, because I was trying things that I wasn't sure what I was doing really, but I was just trying. And when they sent me on that trip, it really opened up my mind. And then afterwards, I reading and watching videos then made so much more sense, and then it just developed and increased at a rapid pace. So now, if I see anything, it makes a whole lot of sense, and I can develop. That's why I can develop myself so much more now than I did when I first started. So I'm growing by leaps and bounds now, and I'm going to repeat what one shoemaker said, that shoemaking is a lifetime development. You never get to the point where you say you have a right, because you can always do better.
I am
So
so glad. I'm so glad that you are just developing because the products that you are producing are amazing. And I mean, you have the Burlap collection, and I mean, the colors, the styles. Oh my goodness. Oh
mhm.
my goodness. Yes, I am getting my full pair, my pair of the shoes, the sandals, and the bag because you gotta do the matchy matchy thing, gotta do
Yeah.
the matchy matchy thing. But no, they are absolutely amazing. Trina, tell me what is your role because you don't make no shoes, do you?
No. Well, I actually have learned how to cut out shoes and how to stick on shoes, and
I understand
I
that
have
talk.
I had to learn because when you have a lot to do, more hands, better. So I am actually learning as well.
Good, good,
But
good, good. Go ahead.
who am I? I am everything else besides making the shoes.
She gives the others.
So
I understand that language so well. I
so
believe me.
I do most of the designs for the
Hmm.
products, except for those which the customer themselves custom made.
Hmm.
Anything else you see on our shelves, it comes from I try to design things that are trending, things that are in style, things that I think are cute and that everyone would be interested in. Um, I do the Facebook, I do the social media, I do help with the advertising, everything else. I'm the
So
go-to person.
you are the research and development officer. I'm giving you a name, all
Yeah.
right?
Thank you, thank you.
I love it. I love it. Research and development officer. That's who you are. That's who you are. Uh, but that is so great, and to just see. But what is it like to be working in the same space with your partner?
Um, Interesting. Yeah. Sometimes you have different views on things, and I'm a very particular person,
Yeah.
and I believe a product must be when it steps out, it must be perfect, and that's the standard that I hold for Catori's Barbados. So you know, when you produce a product, I believe that it should be at international standards, even though that we don't have international machinery or anything like that. I think Carson does such an excellent job with what he has in terms of using his hands and a lot of manual work to produce our product. And I think that, as he said, he's definitely growing in leaps and bounds because he taught himself to stitch and all these things. And he sits down. Sometimes he has to Skype something. He has to do it with his hands. And it takes a lot to produce a bag or a shoe,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so I believe that quality is what the customer should always get when they get something from Catori's.
And I have to keep reiterating the quality is excellent. Inside, turn it inside, turn it, look at the outside, look at the stitch. Excellent. I mean, I feel really good when I am showcasing Catori products. I love the expression that the customer has when I said, "Oh, but this was made in Barbados. This is a local product." It's like, really? I just love to do that. I really do, because the standard, as you said, is really high. And then they turn it on. They look at the bottom of the shoe, and they're like, "Wow!" I said, "Yeah, that's the standard that we hold to. Even at Welchwear Beauty, we showcase and we sell brands that we are comfortable to represent and to stand again and to stand for and with. So I really want to congratulate you on the excellent finish of the products and so on. You are both entrepreneurs, and it seems like the entire family is a family of entrepreneurs. Tell me about that journey.
Um, I For the time I was young, I like to
You're
sell
still
things.
young, Tina. You're still young.
It's
Come on.
true. When I was younger,
Yeah, okay, good.
yeah, I really like selling things. I was good at it. Whatever I had and I could sell it, I used to sell it. And so that was always in me, always to do business. When I did my degree in management, and then I ended up marrying somebody that has his own business. So that was truly obviously divine, because then now I'm able to expand that love for business in through his business. And then my
Mhm.
daughter, I guess she sees it as well, and she has become an entrepreneur as well, even though that she's doing her medical degree. She has her own business already at the age of 21. Um, and she started it at the age of 17. So yeah, I can see that it will go on through the family, because my other daughter as well, she wants to open her own business as well. So it definitely will be a family of entrepreneurs.
Excellent. What do you say to persons who are viewing this and uh, how do they start? How do they step out into their own product or creating their own product lines?
Um, if you have an idea, take the steps necessary. If you have an idea, look at the best example or the best example of an expression of your idea and use that as your benchmark. You might not be there as yet, but find the best expression of the idea you have or the closest expression. If your idea is really different, then find somebody who is different and see how they go about being different. And then try to emulate them with your own tilt, your own slant. Don't try to be an exact replica. Do put your essence into what you do. Let it be you coming up because reality is you are selling yourself. You're selling your idea. You're selling what is in you. So that's the whole idea of being having something that other people might do or they might not do. You have to be willing to understand you're selling you and put the best that you can put in. And don't be afraid of criticism. Look, take it as this person knows something that I don't know. So listen and hear what they have to say and try to change and adapt to suit. And then after a while, people will get to realize you have something that is of value and of worth, and they will still criticize, but at least be better off than you were before, and you'll be at a better stage. So keep and don't give up. Don't give up. No matter what people say, don't give up. You have an idea, it is your idea. Push it, don't give up.
Trina, I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
Um, if you have a dream, if you have a goal, make sure you write out your goal, write out your vision. Make sure you see what it is that you want to get, set out your timelines, and then go after it.
Mhm.
Many times it seems like you're falling. Many times it seems like you're not going to get there. But if the honest way that you will not achieve your goal with that determination is if you give up. And being in business, you will have many, many downfalls. And if we look at the past 2 years, we know that in business, the only thing that really keeps us is God. And having that knowledge that He is the honest person that can keep you afloat.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, we continue to strive in our physical to continue to produce and believe that what you are given is something of worth and value. And when you yourself know that you are given of worth and value, it will attract those who value your product, who value whatever it is that you have to give.
Excellent. I think that is such great advice. Being entrepreneurial or being entrepreneurial is not easy. Uh, it looks glamorous, but then in terms of putting in the work, and there are many long hours before you can get to the stage where, as Carson said, where you feel at a stage that your product is good enough to go in that market and for you to get a return and to live off of that return, you know. So it's not easy. Where do you want to see, or where do you see Catori Barbados go?
We definitely want to become an international brand. Um, so we want to make sure we are at the standards, international standards, and that's what we strive for every day. And to allow others to see that Barbados can produce just as good as any other part of the world. And I would love to produce black belly sheep leather. I would like us to, because it's indigenous to Barbados, I would really love that we would be able to get the black belly sheep leather produced at the quality standard as all the other leathers, so that it can be something that we can, showcase to the world, something indigenous to Barbados and at a high quality standard of product. That is one of my goals for Catori's, that we will produce that unique, original leather craft for Barbados to help showcase who we are.
Excellent. Wow. Carson, let's hear you. Wow.
Well, we live on planet Earth, and my limit is planet Earth. I want to reach the entire world, to be quite honest. I used to want to just reach people in Barbados, then it developed to the region, and now as it increased, I don't have any, what's the word? Um, um,
Limits.
caps. Yeah, I don't have any limits on what is possible when it comes to Catori. The world is my limit. I want that as big as as well known as Coca-Cola is. I want Catori to be as well known. That everywhere you go in the world, somebody's wearing a pair of Catori shoes or have a bag or something with Catori's on it. I know it sounds really far-fetched and dreamy, right? But
Not at all. Not at all.
life is made of dreams that are made a reality. So that is my goal, to make sure that every island, every nation, every sphere of the world, that somebody has on a pair of Catori shoes or a bag. That is my goal. And it doesn't matter who thinks different. That's my goal. That's my
I
goal.
love it. I love it. So quickly tell us what your product range is presently. I know you said that you have a number of items, but we know for sure you have the bags, you have the Burlap collection. Tell us some more of the actual products that persons can walk in to the store and get or commission.
The good thing about Catori's is that we customize products. And we found that lately, because we have been, the social media has been picking up, persons are pushing us even more to the limit of things that they want produced or made from either leather or from materials. And so it has been an
Excellent.
interesting journey. But what we
Mhm.
do mostly is we do accessories in terms of shoes, bags, belts, purses, wallets, anything like that we would have in store. But then you can order a range of products. We do watch straps, we do pool cases, we do all types of things that persons want. So we make high heel shoes, work shoes, bags for men, for women, gents dress shoes, shoes for weddings, whatever your need is. You just have to come in. We do the consultation with you, and you can get it at Catori's.
I think this is an excellent time to also let our viewers know that Welchwear Beauty, we also carry the Catori line. We are one of their official distributors for their products, and there are a number of products that we have at our store that showcase the excellent work that you would get when you purchase a Catori Barbados product. But there's one thing that I know you do, I'm not hearing you share about, and that is restoration of um, shoes, those favorite pair of shoes that it looks like it's time for it to meet its maker, and you are holding on to them and saying, no, I have to find somebody to restore them. Well, Catori, Barbados. So tell us about restoration.
Yeah, seeing that, well, as you said, it started as a shoe repair shop. But then getting into making now, it's been like a revolution. We started repairing, we went into making, and now because when we were repairing, it was easy to make. So now that we're making, it's easier to repair. So the circle, one pushes on the next. So when persons come in with shoes that are absolutely gone, some people just bring a top, just the straps, and we make the bottom in the soles. Some people, yeah. So a lot of people come with that issue in that they have a sole and the tops are dry rot and they're no good at all. And we have to make over the tops. We make the entire top and in the sole. So some people just come and all that is good is the bottom, and then we make the shoe just as they wanted it, or if they wanted it changed a little bit, we do that. We do the same thing with bikes. If you have a bag you really love and it is 50% fabric and the rest is leatherette and that's gone, you can get that redone. So yeah, and then the gentlemen who have a pair of shoes that have worn into their feet and it's very comfortable, but the soles are gone and they can get the soles changed, ladies also. So we do all types of restorations. So yeah, so one has fed into the next. And that making makes repairs easier, and repairs making easier. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. Catori Barbados, look out for them. Look out, world, because Catori Barbados is coming. And I'm telling you, you're going to love what you are going to receive from them in terms of products, excellent products. And we have some plans that we are going to be pushing this product regionally. And as Carson said, internationally, because it is at that kind of level and we are confident in these products, and I'm really excited for what the future holds for this beautiful couple as they continue to work their craft, learn from their craft, and push it to the next level. So thank you so much for joining. Give us some information in terms of telephone numbers and social media platforms where persons can find you in addition to Welchwear Beauty.
Okay, so we are located at number 49 Robert Street, Sugarcane Mall. We're store 8. There's parking in the back of the mall, so it's easy to come and it's easy to find parking and be able to come into the store. We are also on Facebook and Instagram. You can look for us at Catori's Barbados. You can find us there. And as you know, we're at Welchwear Beauty in Calamara.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Carson and Twina. I mean, it has been a pleasure just chatting with you. Really enjoy this time. And let's go and take this product to the world.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you.